Hey, so we are on our way back now. I think we've been in the car for about 7 hours driving, and we have another, we're 60 miles from Pueblo, so I think we are 4 hours from home. And the kids are on their fourth movie. I swear. I'm just doing some reading and catching up on some things. Had to do some battlefield medicine yesterday night because my thumb was so full of pressure and blood, and had to get a paper clip red hot and then melt through that nail bed to release that blood. So that was a fun show that I got to do for everyone. Anyway, just kind of getting ready to get back into the swing of things. Kids go back to school tomorrow. I think we're gonna be getting in around 10 o'clock tonight. So it's gonna be a late night. We do all of our meals on the road, and so I'm gearing up for dinner. I'm gonna be having chicken lentil soup. Yes, in the car. It's going to be interesting. A lot going through the brain as far as just culture shock. Literally, looks like a war-torn town that we just came out of, where it's just trash everywhere. No basic human needs being met as far as sewer and running water and refrigeration, and I don't know how these people even care for their kids, and they've got animals and they've got horses, and it's I don't know how that works. Making $13 a day, but gas is $5 a gallon still over there. And the government makes it really hard for them to purchase land. They're making $13 a day. How are they going to be able to purchase a lot for $15,000 in the slums, let alone a nice lot for 50 grand somewhere else? Just makes you really thankful of the place that I live in America, and wanting to know how I can do more. And some of the questions that I have is, we do more. We go over there and we build these houses, and then we come back in a year, or come back in 2 years or 3 years, and is it just busted down? Do they just not know how to treat their things and maintain the things that they have because they've never had anything nice? And do you continue to give people things that they can't manage, or they don't know how to manage, or they've never been trained or taught? I don't know. Does that blessing become a curse at that point? And we were talking to the ministry about that, and they recognized this need. And a couple years ago, they decided to include mandatory discipleship prior to these families getting their home built for them, that they had to go through the discipleship program. And part of it was learning about homeownership and learning about how to care for the inside and outside, because the ministry was realizing that this wonderful asset was being given, and it wasn't being cared for, and it was the ministry was feeling the burden and responsibility, because they took those funds from donors, and missionaries came and donated their time, and seems all for naught. All they did was just kind of switch a family from one shack to another that degraded into the same shack within several years. Kind of like with redistribution of wealth, when there is no action or activity or work that has been like exerted to achieve the success, and they're just given, like they don't understand the privilege and the honor of receiving those things, and therefore they don't appreciate them. Same thing. Just a lot of stuff going through my mind. How we take for granted, oh, our cell phone is low on battery and I forgot the battery pack, or our car gets a scratch on it, or I don't know, stupid stuff like that. It really kind of bothers me, and it affects me. And then I come and look at these folks that literally they got big problems. So just a time for reflection for me, and realizing how I can make some changes so that I can have like a more well-rounded perspective, a more healthy perspective. So that's what I got. Just prairie. Nothing but prairie. So that's all I got. That's all I got to share.